StreamYard. Okay, now we're
Okay.
live. Hi, Gerard. I don't know how you got on the stream before we went live, but congratulations. You're first. So
Gerard.
we have not gone live for months. It's a weird reflection on my glasses, but I think it's because they're
Light.
transitional. And now they're just transitional. They change in the light. So anyway, what is going on in the world these days? We have been busy.
Yes.
We were actually thinking about taking a little trip to Thailand last month, and then rethought that thinking. And then we thought about going this month, and then I checked the weather report. And I decided just to shine it on. But I do have a friend over there right now, and I'm gonna text him later to see how the trip's going. Yesterday, I know it was raining like crazy, and I have a friend over there who lives there full time, and he's saying that it's getting to be a low season. And that's the interesting thing I think about Thailand versus the Philippines. Philippines doesn't have a high, medium, or a low season. Um, it just is hot and then hotter, and then it's raining or not raining. So those are the seasons, and they don't necessarily coincide. So sometimes it's really hot and it rains, and sometimes it's just raining and it's cool. But that's because we live up in the mountains.
Yep.
But for the most part, um, weather-wise here compared to Thailand, two different animals. A lot of humidity in Thailand right now, and here very very low humidity. So that's the weather report, and that's our canceled travel plans. And I think we're going to go out this afternoon to some location shots and do some videos. We've got a
Yes.
couple of things we want to chat about on her channel and mine.
Yeah.
And the location shots are really challenging sometimes. Boy, you got noise, you have
Yeah.
cloud cover that all of a sudden dims the camera. Some guys make it look easy, but for me, it's a challenge. The video before last was took like 6 hours to do a 15
Yeah.
minute video. We actually had to
Story
change
short.
locations, and then it was nobody at the resort that we found that was empty. But then we had a dog barking, and it just I'm not complaining, just explaining. So we like to get out of the house though,
I
and
laughing that because
you can see our fancy background here. You what now? You're laughing about what?
I laughing that the dog is barking and you can what?
I know. I was yelling at the dog like it understood me. I was like, what are you doing? All right, so we got some comments. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Look. Wow, there's a lot of comments already.
Oh,
Holy
77
moly.
people.
All right, so good morning from Tony.
You're right.
Alfred's here.
Tony.
Hitting the like button. That's right. That's right. You know the drill. We don't ask for anything except likes. And remember, bend at the knees, hydrate. We don't want any injuries hitting that like button. Okay. What's going on, Dave? Thank you very much for that. Gerald says he hasn't caught one of our live streams in a long time, and that's because we haven't been live for a long time. Live streams are just not our forte, it seems. I don't know.
I think how many months? You're not live.
I think it's 2 months.
2 months.
About, yeah, since
Me, I
I've gone
think
live.
half years.
On your channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, half a
Yeah.
year at least. We should go live on your channel. What the hell? Hey, greetings from Melbourne. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Edward May, thank you very much. Hello, guys from Palm Springs. Anything you want me to bring your family there? How about some beef jerky? How's that sound,
Beef
Jess?
jerky.
I'll take some beef jerky. I'll be the most popular guy in the neighborhood. I was in Thailand last month and it was just starting to rain. Yep. Hey, would you like to adopt an old man with 3 golden retrievers? I don't know, May. You've already got an old man, so you want another one?
No.
Okay. I
I
guess
don't intend it.
I guess you're out of luck,
Sorry.
Mark. Sorry. Should take the retrievers, but Rick says hi, May.
Hello.
Blessings from Canada. Thank you very much.
Thank
Moving to
you.
your former place, Big Rock. If I get number 5, I'm going to die. Well, if you get number 5, burn the mattress. Good morning. Arrived in Manila yesterday, heading to Siargao.
Siargao.
Siargao. Good morning from
Siargao.
Juan
struggle.
Hello, Paula, beautiful May. Thank you very much. Hey, baby May. Hey, baby May.
Hello, Tommy.
That's Tommy Bond Tommy or Tammy, I think. Good morning. In your opinion, how much does a low maintenance person need to survive in the Philippines? That's a good question, Secret Tree Fort. And I was going to ask you guys because I know they get very, very redundant. But I was thinking my method of operation on the YouTube channel has always been to do a budget video every 6 months. But sometimes, like I said, why do the same old, same old? The only time that I felt that that's worth repeating is because A, we get a lot of new subscribers in a 6 month period of time. And thank you, by the way, for all those that have subscribed. There's been an uptick, so we appreciate all of you who have subscribed to both me and to the Today with Baby Mae show. So I don't know. Is that something that you think is worthwhile? If so, I'll do it. If not, I'll skip it. But I remember when I was moving out here, all I wanted to see was budget videos because that was the primary thing on my mind. Am I going to be able to afford it? And so how much does a low maintenance person need to survive in the Philippines? Interesting question. That's the one that's the hardest to answer, which is why it's actually hard to do a budget video because we don't know I don't exactly know what low maintenance means. I'm assuming that you're a guy that doesn't have a lot of vices, gambling, drinking, smoking, chasing women. I'm going to say that's low maintenance. I would say that you could squeeze by over here about $1,000 to $1,200 a month. I did an experiment twice. Once when I lived at the aforementioned Big Rock, and once when I lived at Highland Villas, and I took $1,000 out of the bank and I made it work. And it wasn't that tough. I just had to make adjustments and show some discipline. Would I want to do that every month? No. We're too spoiled, I guess. We live on about $2,000 a month, and this month we're actually going to survive. I guess not survive's not the word, but we're going to be able to bump along for probably 5 or 6 weeks off of that that 2,000. We just haven't gone out.
Yeah.
We were homesick for 5 days in a row, so you can't spend any money when you're just laying around. And we've really just curtailed a lot of stuff, like eating out at expensive places. What we consider to be expensive. It would be a bargain back home, I know. But for us, expensive is what, 1,100 pesos for two of us, about 600 pesos each. I think we did that Saturday when we went upstairs at Henry and maybe had an allergic reaction. I said, let me order for you. And so I ordered her crab Alfredo.
Yeah, I love it.
And she loved it. And guess what? She's allergic to shellfish because her face broke out.
Yeah, getting big.
And here came the Benadryl. So to answer your question, I guess the round number would be, depends on who you talk to, where you live, what your rent is. I'd say 1,000 to 1,200. I'm a bigger proponent on a big savings account or emergency fund than the monthly budget. The monthly budget you can control. You can just wind it down like we've done, not intentionally. We've just been staying at home a lot more. And we enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
We enjoy the dogs. We take simple pleasures and simple things. And like just taking a motorbike ride somewhere. And so we're pretty low maintenance, boring people. All right, so let's see. I'm surviving off of 500. Wow. See there? It's impossible sometimes for me just to answer those questions. Is that a new microphone? Sounds good. Actually, it's my old microphone. I just figured out that I got to put it in front of my face before I had it off to the side. All right, let's see what else we got here. He's comfortable on 500. Okay.
Good.
How are your eyes these days? My eyes are just rocking. They're very, very good. I can see very well. I wear these for reading so I can read the comments, and I read them to watch TV. So my vision is the big improvement on the cataract deal was driving at night or outside at night. Night was impossible with cataracts. I was blind almost. Everything was a blur. Everything was hazy, a lot of halos. And if a bright light came at me, I was done. But now I can be much more nocturnal. Let's see. What is the name of her live
Live.
or her channel? Are you talking about her channel? It's Today with Baby Mae. I'll put a link in if you want to subscribe. I have been a huge fan since your humble beginnings. I'm in Queens, New York. Well, thank you very much. Hi, your eyes look great now it's over. Do you feel it was worth it all day long? There was a lot of, financially, it wasn't really a killer. It was, I think, $1,000 per eye, round numbers. And then you can call it another $500. That's for the cataracts. And then another $1,000 when I had the festoons removed. So we're in this thing for about $3,000, and I would include travel in that number. It was really inexpensive relative to what I would have paid. People kept saying, "Go to America and get it done for free with Medicare." Well, it would have cost me $6,000 just to live there, get the surgery for free, and rent a car and go through all that. I don't have to preach to you if you're watching from America with what's going on with prices. Let's see. What's the house update? The house update is good. We are in wait mode right now. We have kind of put the whole contractor debacle behind us. It's in our rearview mirror, and we've it's just one of those things where we say, we screwed up. Oh well, we'll live and learn from it, and we did, and hopefully we'll be able to. The reason I made the content about us screwing up and admitting that, which a lot of people don't want to do, was to maybe save somebody somewhere along the line some aggravation. And I think the key is vetting people a lot better. Who really disappointed me the most wasn't the contractor. It was our original attorney who took our paperwork and they just sat on it. Took our, what was it, 50,000 pesos you gave that guy?
I don't know.
Remember the attorney? Oh yeah. Call it another $1,000. That went to the attorney to handle everything. He overcharged us, number one, which we didn't know, but we were referred to him by a guy that we trusted, who turned out to be yet another scammer. So remember,
Yeah.
you know, I call him, what do I call him? The little mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I call him the
You
little,
give the 50,000.
the little
Yeah,
mouse
50,000.
is his friend, was a friend. And he came up to me a couple of months ago and said, are we all right? I said, well, I'm all right with you as long as I never freaking see your face again. And so he scurried off like a little mouse.
Yeah.
And,
If you see the coffee shop, he's run.
yeah, he sees me. I walk into a coffee shop. He sees me and he packs up and goes. And I don't even do anything. I'm just present. So, all right.
Smile.
The thing that we're doing is we're fortunate that we're friends with JR over at JRC, and he jumped in, and we went 4 or 5 days ago, maybe 3, I don't know. I lose track of time. Down to his office to sign yet another form, and this was about Agrarian Reform Act or something to do with agriculture, and he's got JR's rock star because he has got a checklist of everything and anything that's necessary for the transfer of land from Mr. Smith to Mr. Jones. And he just checks the boxes. And some boxes get checked in one day. And like when we signed that paperwork, it might be 2 months for that paperwork to find its way to the next level. And that's not anybody's fault, other than that's just the system. It's 6 to 8 months to get a title on a good day. And since JR's had the paperwork, I think he's had it since February. So he's had it about 3 months, and he's moved it about 75% of the way there. So he'll be right on time. He'll be there in 6 months. And as far as a build goes, we are not going to build until next year. We need to recoup some money, which we've actually already done, but we want to recoup more. And we've changed our mind as far as the size of the house. We're going to go a little smaller than we were originally thinking. And I'm going to use an engineer and not use a contractor.
Yes.
So we have some friends that are doing that. The good news about getting hosed like we did was it made me sit up and pay attention. And man, oh man, talk about educating myself. Went into a real process and following 3 or 4 or 5 different guys that are in the same stage as I am. And that is, in fact, they're ahead of me because they've moved ahead with the build. But I'm talking to them, I'm talking to who they're using, and we're just, there's nothing better than your own 2 eyes and your own 2 ears to see what the hell's going on. All right, so let's see. I think a better video would be how not to move back to the U.S. How are Yippee and Tada? Are the kids doing well? Oh, they're just pain in the ass as usual. They're wonderful. Tada goes crazy if we don't give her a scooter ride every day. Just absolutely. I update with the contractor. Well, you know what? I did an interview with, I forgot her name, Jan. And she's another one of the, I call us volunteers. Some people refer to themselves as victims, but I think that we're all volunteers at some point. And I aired it for 2 hours. And then a couple of people that are also involved, there's 30 to 50 people that are caught up in this thing. They asked me to take it down. And it was not a bad idea to take it down, because in that video, she had gone to court and they were going to render a judgment and they were going to do something. And they realized after I aired it, and it made sense to me when they brought it to my attention and Jan's attention, that we were kind of like showing our hand while playing poker to the other guy. He didn't need to know some of the information that was instigated in court. He didn't show up for court, so he just skipped it. In fact, he called in and told the prosecutor that he's an attorney. That's what really lit her up. So anyway, let's see. How much are smokes there? 70 plus a carton. Oh, $70 a carton. A carton of cigarettes here is about $30, I think. Let's see. No, I'm lying to you. No. That's not $30. It's $15. Yeah. Grumpy dude, Bryant. Grumpy. Life here is good. It's not for everyone. Good morning, Paul and Baby Mae. See you soon. Oh, Paul, you said you would let me know where your mechanic is located. Yeah. He's right down the street from Nasbury on the right side. His name is Toto. But if you need me to take you there, dude, just or Brian, just let me know, and I'll be glad to walk you over. I always plan on 100,000 pesos per month, another 25,000 put away for a rainy day. Pesos? You're going to put away 25,000 pesos? 100,000 pesos per month is about what we burn through. That's a good number. I would disagree on 25,000 pesos. Oh, if you put away 25. Yeah, that's 500 a month. If you just keep stashing it, that will build up. But I wouldn't come over here. Here's my plan. What I'm going to say in the budget video is, if you think it's going to cost you X amount of dollars per month to live here, after what you've ascertained from all the people you've watched doing this, if you think it's going to cost you X, double it for the first 6 months. And if you're going to have X amount in your savings account as an emergency fund, double that. And that would make me comfortable as a formula, because what you think and what happens are 2 different things. So just me running my mouth. Hey, look, David Price is a member. We do have a member. I have the 99-cent store. I never mentioned it. But thank you very much for becoming a member. For 10 months, he's been a member. Awesome. I hope you're happy. Smokes are $2.10. That's correct, for a pack. After a couple of years planning, I've made it to the Philippines. I'm entering my 3rd month and loving life here. I appreciate all the info you provided. Well, JP, I'm happy for you, bro. Some people get here and hate it. And I always say that's okay. At least you tried. Smokes $35 for a pack of smokes in Australia. Woo-hoo. Had a good time at Neva's Pizza. No need to comment.
Niba pizza.
When were we at Neva's Pizza?
Ah,
A long time ago.
yeah, long time ago. But I buy there the ham.
Yeah,
It's very
I
good.
stopped by there. They didn't have any ham.
Yeah.
All right. Oops, I skipped somebody. Let's see. Hi, Paul and Baby Mae. How's the cataract surgery recovery? You're
Marvelous.
wearing reading eyeglasses. Yes, I am. Would you and May consider being a paid guide for several weeks? We are retired and want to consider the Philippines because the United States is not as affordable anymore. I would respectfully decline that. I'm retired, and sometimes I'm not in the mood to make a coffee date. I say, okay, I'll meet you tomorrow. And I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, I don't want to go to town.
It depends.
It's not that I want to meet the person. It's just, yeah. So, no, that would not be something that would be up our alley. However, there are people that we could probably refer you to that would appreciate, number one, the income, and would also be maybe even better tour guides than we would be. I could do a day or a half a day, maybe, and I wouldn't want any pay for it. It's just not the way I operate. Let's see. Sir Paul, Steve D. Hey, Paul, my Social Security was finally approved. Yay, your sound is a lot better than Goldfinger's. No shit. No, I'll tell him. I have
But
no
he said
problem telling him.
better than Goldfinger, but don't tell him.
Man, I asked May when I was live with Goldfinger, I said, hey, did you watch me live? She goes, I had to shut it off. I go, why? She says, because he wouldn't let you finish a sentence. He kept interrupting you.
Sorry, Goldfinger.
Sorry, Goldfinger. It'll get better with time. I do the same thing. Sometimes I get excited and I interrupt people I'm interviewing, and I shouldn't do that. All right. Let's see. Hi from Davenport, Iowa. That is my dad's hometown. My father was born and raised in good old Davenport. No, I'm lying to you. It's Muscatine, Iowa. He moved to Davenport. Muscatine was where he was born. Nevada what? Nevis has good beef. Oh, okay. Well, we get ham. They got ham from there.
The ham is very delicious.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Mark, you are too cool, dude. He just gifted. Let me put that up on the screen. He gifted
Mark
10 memberships. So I think that's done randomly. You guys are going to get memberships and become members. Thank you very much, Mark. And a membership is 99 cents.
Just for fun.
It was the cheapest I could find. Oh my God! Thanks so much, man. That's awesome. Let's see. Good afternoon from Arkansas. Thanks, Paul and May. Thank you. Hey, let's see. What do we got? Alan's Fashions Luxury Reviews Podcast. Wow. Thank you, Paul and Baby Mae, for your great videos. I'm always watching, always giving us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Which is a reminder, we want a thumbs up here, pal. All right. If you're watching, we would appreciate a thumbs up. And the membership thing is cool too.
Yeah, thank you for membership.
Let's see. You both look great. Well, easier for May. That's true. How's the not smoking? I failed the smoking test. I lasted 3 months. And then when May's mother passed away, we were overstressed. And I made the fatal error of going down the street. After 3 years of not having a drink, I went and had a beer. And when I was on my third beer, I said, bring me a pack of cigarettes because you can't drink without smoking. So there's that. Another one bites the dust. Oh, dog, check out Revital Vision. They have post-surgery therapy that may help you a lot. I appreciate that, but I'm actually very happy with the way it's going. These glasses transition to sunglasses. If you all remember, for a long time there, I was wearing dark sunglasses.
Yeah.
I was really sensitive to the light for some reason. And that went away. The swelling all went down around my eyes from the surgery. I don't have any issues. So I no longer have dry eye because the surgery was effective and my eyelids were being pulled down from the bottom and leaking tears. All right, let's see what we got here. I once lived in Hong Kong and noticed many Filipinos there work as domestic caretakers. Best to hire on with ours with Aussie of Brit Warriors than the Chinese. I'm not sure what that means. The Celtics lost, okay. And here we are, one night crowd with no crowding. How is the paperwork coming along for the Philippines house? It's actually coming along great. There's no such thing as fast, by the way. So I just mentioned earlier on in the stream that we just went down and signed yet, or may sign.
Yeah.
It's not my house, it's her house. Another document with JR, and he's got his assistant, and they're running back and forth, and the kid goes all the way out to where we're building the house and has people sign. Then he runs all the way out to the municipality and has people give him forms, and he submits them and all that happy stuff. And then May's sister and her were going out a lot to get like the power and the electric and all these permits, and they just shined that on because they called you up and said the building permit's ready.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so she hadn't gone out to go get it. So you wait for us. And her sister is getting married, so that's been the priority right now. Is her sister getting married? So she's getting married what, tomorrow?
15.
15? What's today? Today's the 13th. So day after tomorrow, we got to go down to court, and if we're invited, I don't know.
It's very fast, no?
Yeah, it's fast.
5 and day is so fast.
It's very fast.
I think now it's 5.
Yeah. And then what do they have on the party or something on the 21st?
Yeah, 21.
Yeah. I never go to another wedding or birthday party. It'd be too soon, but oh well. Okay.
Time is so fast.
I won't go there. Let's see. I was gifted a membership. Oh, just Mike's Day. Cool, man.
Wow, thank you so much.
Awesome. And again, thanks to Mark for gifting the memberships.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's so cool. TRD Taco, been watching you for years. Want to say you look better and healthier lately. Glad to see it. Thank you very much. But the punch is told this week I have cataracts in both eyes and scheduled for July. I'm starting to feel like a science project. Or they love my medical plan. Both. Yeah. You created the power of presence. I'm not sure what that means. Thanks for the membership. Okay, Tracy got a membership. So thank you again there, Mark. I'm going to leave Mark up there because, he's
the first.
He's the guy that did the gifting here. Let's see. Did you see Jasper in the Philippines made an expose video about you? No. Was that recently? No, I skipped one. Have you thought about becoming a citizen? No. I'm American. I always have been. I'm a resident here. And I enjoy those little privileges, like travel's a lot easier. The ACR card is good for a year. Visa renewal fees have gone away. It cost me $5 or something like that to renew my visa every year. Not that it was that expensive. I think it was about $500 a year. But it's just the hassle factor has gone down when you have that. Let's see, Jasper in the Philippines. I haven't heard about him forever. So I don't even know if I'll watch it.
He's a blogger.
He's a troll. It's a troll.
Oh.
Like River Dog, remember?
Oh,
looking into renting a BGC condo. I am going to BGC, or we're going to BGC in December, because a gentleman that owns an Airbnb out there saw a vlog that I did with Daryl. I think it's called Living Like a Millionaire. And Daryl did a great job explaining his experience in BGC. He stayed at this gentleman's Airbnb, and he offered it to May and I. He has 2 units out there, one he lives in, one that he rents out, and he blocks off times for family and friends. But if nobody's coming out and you say you want it, he'll gift it to us for 3 or 4 days. So I think that's where May and I are going to go. We're going to go to BGC. BGC Manila. And it's a nice condo. See, I didn't tell her nothing. I can wait until it happens. I go, what are we doing? We're going to BGC. She's like, oh, okay. Find a dog sitter. Have you any paella since you've been there? Yes. Know what that is? Fish, orange, white-eyed. I don't know. I'm thinking about the Spanish paella. I don't think so. How is the widow of Every Man Has a Story doing? As far as we can tell, she's doing just ducky. We saw her 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, in the car wash.
We were at a car wash, and there's attached to a coffee shop.
Yeah, she could
And she was with her sister,
Yeah.
and her and May talked for what, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so May was just, they were kind of discussing the passing of May's mother and the passing of Mark. And then they hopped in a brand new car and drove away.
Yeah. She's good driving.
And she's good driving.
She
She took lessons for 3 days, I think.
Yeah.
And she picked it right up, unlike my wife here, a little slower behind the wheel. But that's okay. She'll come along. So, yeah, as far as we can tell, Jen's doing just fine.
Yeah.
See, Seattle is watching us. Let's see. Oh, Jigs, Filipino Joe. Hey, Filipino Joe. Hi from Naga City. What is a good apartment building? I don't know that many apartments. You know who's got a great apartment is a guy named Adobo Joe. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, but Mike's Philippines Retirement did a vlog about an apartment complex. And it's a real nice apartment complex. So if you go to Mike's Philippine Retirement, he's got a thing called Dumaguete Rentals, I want to say. You could click on that, and they're a lot more attuned to the local rental scene than I am. I haven't
Big
done
Rock. It's nice too.
Big Rock's fine,
Yeah.
but it's always filled up. That's the problem. The other one that I like is Dulce Vita. I think I'll like those. But what I like and what's available is two different things. So, didn't receive a gift membership. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see, dude, you must have kissed a frog and turned Goldfinger into a beautiful princess. Let's see, did you see Jasper? This is the second one. I guess I'm going to have to watch Jasper. Let's see. I'm sure it's nasty as hell, right? Mike's Philippine Journey. Okay. I can travel from Manila to Dumaguete if you're interested. You can travel here if you're interested. Living here in Angeles City now for 7 months and love it. I have a good Filipino that works and helps with the household. Good luck to those who are coming here. By the way, I'm only 61. Rock on, Todd. Oh, listen there. Roy got a gift. Congratulations, Roy. Hit the like button, yo. That's right. Thank you. Bend at the knees. Hydrate. You know the drill.
What's it called? New York?
What are you looking at? Hi, hello from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Let's see. Does it come with a free drink? Yeah. And a shrimp cocktail, just like Vegas. Let's see here. Where are we at? Was on Goldfinger's live earlier today. Had a troll that would not go away. He would suspend his nick and he would come back with another one. Has 6 IDs he had to ban. Yeah, that's what those guys do, man. They create 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 or whatever YouTube channels, for lack of a better word, just a different email, and they come up with a name and they'll just pester you to death. I did a whole background check, or well, not a background check. I did a deep dive into the mentality of trolls back in the day and learned a lot about them. So they don't bother me. They're just mental. Let's see. How is I get this free membership? Because if you've got a free membership, it's because our friend Mark here just gifted 10 of them. No echo. Good. And there's my buddy Doc. May looks well, vivacious on this broadcast. So I think she must be feeling better. Glad to hear she's rallied. Slapdash Method. Let me give Slapdash Method a shout out. This is a very dear friend of mine who I chat with, who gives me a lot of good information. He's one of these guys that I get on the phone, and the next thing I realize is 2.5 hours have gone by. And it's like, wow, that was fast. And he's got a YouTube channel called the Slapdash Method, or Slapdash Method, period. So you might want to check that out. Good morning. Thank you very much, Chuck. Let's see. Eric Watertrup, YouTube Pixit, George. I don't know what that means. I lasted nearly 2 years no smoking, gave up coffee and beer, but the addiction never forgets. I have given up on giving up. Yeah. Now, once you're hooked, you're hooked. It never goes away. Um, but there's a trigger. So I think after 3 months, if I had to taken that fatal walk down the street to the Sorry store and tuned up a little bit on some Budweiser or whatever I was drinking, it would never have happened. But it is what it is. I'm hard to hear that. Try again, Paul. It's worth it much. Love. Good night. Great seeing you both again. Good night to you too, Mark. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you so much for your kind comments. I'm retired. Looking forward to moving to the Philippines soon. Well, Leo, you keep on rocking, brother. Opinion on Manny's boxing career. Return from retirement. Manny Pacquiao. Didn't he run for office?
I don't know.
You don't know. First of all, been listening to you both channels for years now. Well, thank you, Leo.
Thank you so much.
How are you two doing? We're doing just ducky. Your wife is the very reason I fell in love with a Filipina. So there you go, May. You're the reason he fell in love with a Filipina. I can tell she is loyal and loving you. Thank you both. Yes, she is. She is both. Zane, I haven't seen your name in a while, buddy. Yes, you have. You've been watching us since 2018, and we wish you well too. Where have I been? I've been right here. I'm still popping up videos. Let's see. Stephen Parks, how are your eyes doing? They're doing fine. Hi, Paul and Baby Mae. Hi again from Oregon. Your plans to build on permanent hold? No. We're going back to Plan A, which was the original plan, which was to wait till we had a title. And we're back to that. Once we have title in hand, I call it a pink slip. But once we have title in hand for May, then we're going to move forward, because we don't want to build on something and find out, because if it can go wrong, it will. And I try to be pragmatic about these things. So we've spent all the money has been spent. Our budget is way under control now. But we were juicing out $1,000 extra for about 6 months, maybe a total of 10 grand with everything, towards the house, towards surgeries, towards this and that, travel. And now we're back to normal. Let's see here. Panorama. Nice to see you both. Fun channel. Thank you. I think flooding in Thailand and Vietnam. I got my friend Mark's over there right now. I hope he's having good weather. But I saw some rain the other day. I have been a sub for you since the beginning. Wow, time goes fast. It sure does, George. And I remember you, and I remember that picture from way back when. You and me have been hooked up together for a long time.
Yeah, time is so fast.
Really? Do I still smoke? Yes. I never lie. Mike's Philippine Retirement's here. Good morning, all. By the way, I think I mentioned you earlier, Mike. Someone was asking about rentals. And I told him, that's not my thing anymore. Never really was. Every blue moon we'd find somebody that had a place to rent, so we'd show it for him or sell him. But there's Mike's got the Spaghetti Rentals, so I passed the buck on to you, buddy. Tell Janet to call me. Let's see, we're all over here. Yeah, problem with driving there is you're on the wrong side of the road. That's why so many accidents. I could not wrap my head around, and I lived there for over a year, back in 2009 to 2010. I couldn't get my head around. After all those years of driving, it was impossible for me to still not. I kept trying to get into the wrong side of the car every day. I'm getting into the passenger side of the car, thinking that was where the steering wheel was going to be. After a year. Slapdash method. Check this out.
Membership.
Right there. This is the guy you want to check out this dude's channel. It'll be different than anything you've ever seen. And thank you. You just gifted 10 memberships. So 10 people out there are the lucky winners, or maybe not so fortunate winners, depending on how you look at it, of my 99-cent store channel. So thank you, Doc. That's what his name is. Let's see, Douglas. If you want to get prepared for the Philippines, add a. What do you say? This thing jumped. Oops. Let's see. Monty had a channel. Oh yeah, Monty Crew. Good too. We see Baby Mae and old Paul. Monty had a channel, but Monty's out of the business. He's just too sick and not gonna work. Hey, thanks Slapdash from Wood Spirit. Looks like he got gifted. He was a winner of the prize. Oh, here we are. If you want to get prepared for the Philippines, add a dog bark motorcycle engine and 1980s love song. If that doesn't sum it up, I do not know what does. You are spot on with that. Oh my God. Oh. Smash the like button. Once again, we're going to ask for nothing but likes. Bend at the knees, hydrate. We don't want injuries. Yeah, I had an overwhelming feeling of largesse. So whoever went to enjoy. Where'd it go? I lost something.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, here we go. Yes, and so enjoy. All right. Well, that's the end of the comments. I've got no more comments coming in. Does that mean we should end this? I don't know. Slapdash method. That's definitely something that you'll want to check out. We are very, very pleased to be able to come at you live today. We kind of stopped going live for some reason.
Gary Bird.
Gary Bird.
Yeah.
He is the man. You know, Gary Bird bought Mae an oven back when she had her cooking channel, and we still have it. Gary Bird has always just been one of those guys that's so supportive and always been around. And I'm dying to meet this dude in person. I really am. I say, what's he say?
He's living
I'm
in
here
Manila,
talking about
right?
it. Let's see. No, I went back to America. Let's see. I got to get back to Gary. What happened? He's jumping. Let's see. Gary Berg. Hope all is going well, old Doug. Good to see Bud and Gloria are settled back in the Philippines for the meantime. Amen to that. Filipino wife passed her interview recently. Good for you. I just had a guy on my channel that his girlfriend did not pass the interview. Let's see. Check out my house build, Paul, BT and Betty's Philippines. Okay. Gary Berg, my life and times. Yeah, he remembers. He remembers.
Yeah.
He bought that oven for Mae when she was trying to bake a cake.
Yeah, and you know, I use it for cook the steak. Yeah.
Now we just cook steak. We grill steaks in it. Gave up on the baking. What a mess.
Remember the blender?
Yeah, she was using a blender and the spoons, the things fell off of it. And that was the best part of the video. She goes, should I cut that out? I said, no, that's the best part. She went to go mix it and things fell off. Yeah. Oh, they were flying across the room with a bunch of whipped cream on them. Goldfinger, go to bed. Good Lord. Go. I'm surprised you're not live right now. What are you doing? Taking a break? See, Paul, I'm actually watching your channel. See you tomorrow, my friend. See, he's putting a commercial in for our live stream tomorrow. Did you watch my last video, Goldfinger? Yes or no? And be honest. By the way, you are both looking great, Gary.
Thank you, Gary.
The eye surgery really turned out very well. Thank you so much, Gary. Yeah. It was a little touch and go there for a while. I have to admit that I had my doubts because it was swelled up pretty good. I thought, is that ever going to go away? But it did. And hi to Mike's Philippine Retirement. Hi to Goldfinger.
Hawaii.
And we got 248 people here with us. So that's awesome. And what time is it? How long have we been live?
10:52 a.m.
How long have we been
1 hour?
on? 1 hour? Is that enough, guys? We wanted to touch in, touch base, say hi to those that follow us. What's this say? I got a new button here. It says send referral link. Check out StreamYard and get a $10 discount. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'll send it. Here's a referral link. If you guys want to check out StreamYard, you get a $10 discount. So that's what I'm using right now. I don't get anything, but you get a $10 discount if you decide to use StreamYard.
I actually got Goldfinger.
Yeah, go figure a minute.
Sorry.
Nope, sorry, I only watch my own channel now. Yeah, no shit.
Goldfinger, so funny.
Yeah, let's see here. What the hell? Philip.
Wow, you have member.
A Flip, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Been a member for 13 months. We love loyalty. Thank you very much,
Thank you
brother.
for membership.
Well, let's see. Hello from Malav, Philippines, Malay. I'm the worst at pronouncing these.
Kalinga, Luzon, Golden.
Right there, that
yeah.
word. Molave. Can you say that?
Yeah, Malabing. I
Yeah, that's
reading
what I
that.
said.
Alan,
Oh, okay. What's Alan say? Hello from
Kalinga, Luzon.
building a roof over our deck this morning. Now hot and sweaty. Break time. Amen. It is hot and sweaty outside. A new member, Mark in
Yeah,
Alaska.
Mark,
Thank you.
Alaska.
Wow, the memberships are. I'm gonna have to do some member videos now.
Yeah, you make the membership
Yeah.
video.
But those are the easiest videos to do. And you know what? Just to give you a clue on those videos, I love doing them because number one, they're kind of like the core audience, the guys that, have been loyal and follow and all that kind of stuff. And I talk about a lot of things that have nothing to do with the Philippines. And it's my opportunity to kind of break out a little bit and do something out of the genre that I've kind of pigeonholed myself into. Because when you call Paul in the Philippines, yeah, you better be talking about the Philippines. And so I love the membership thing because on that one, I break out of it. And if you check out Slapdash, he does the same thing. He talks about the car business. We were both in the car business. He was at a much higher level than I was. He was like at the Lee Iacocca level. And I was just down here on the ground grunting it out. But at the same time, we have a lot in common. So let's see here. Hello, Paul and Baby Mae. Mike from New York State. I just wanted to say hello. I haven't messaged you for a long time. I am still hoping to come to Dumageddon and say hello to you and Baby Mae. We would love to hear from you. Lion says looking good. Let's see. It was 93 today in YNY, WNY. What is that? West New York? I don't know. Let's see. Hey, Paul, your videos because you're such a good storyteller. Do you think your job as a salesman helped you in your YouTube career? Yeah. I didn't sell cars, but for 2 years. And after that, I was what's called a contract manager or a finance manager. I was the guy that you saw after you bought the car, and I did the paperwork. And my job was to sell you things like extended warranties, gap insurance, whatever. And we didn't have a lot of products, to be honest with you. And we were actually capped on the profits. So we didn't rip anybody's head off. That was the rule of the owner, which was fine. And so they gave me a sales script to follow, and it didn't work for me. It was, you were supposed to hit people 3 times and not give up. I took that sales script after 2 days. I didn't sell anybody anything. So after 48 hours, I took that script and threw it in the trash can. And then I just created scenarios, which were true, about owning a car and where you might benefit from having an extended warranty or from having gap insurance on the loan. And some people really needed gap insurance, and some people really needed an extended warranty, and some people didn't. So it didn't apply. I didn't throw it at them. And so, but I did create a story, usually a lot of my own experiences. And I was a believer in the products, so that made it simple. If you don't believe in what you're selling, it's very hard. But I was a big believer in both a warranty and gap insurance. And what else did we have? That was about it, really. Something else. I forgot. It's been so long since I've been in the box. Hey, Paul, I love you. Okay, I did that. Oh, here we are. Let's see. Mark in Alaska. Yeah, thank you for being a new member. Let's see. I think I got behind here. Okay. Looking good and chirpy. Hi, Paul and Baby Mae. I want everyone watching to know that he's a really nice person and I appreciate him. Love you, Paul. Love you too, Baby Mae. Well, go figure. I just want to tell you that I've never liked you. And I thought this was a good place to just tell everybody that. No, I love Goldfinger like a brother,
Yeah.
and so does little baby May. Let's see here. Tony Fazio.
Tony.
Hi, Paul. Enjoy a coffee. Whoops, where'd it go? From Rumblin. Let me get there. You still continuing to build with another contractor? I am not. I talked about that earlier in the stream. I'm going to hire an engineer, but we're going to wait until title comes in. So we'll just do that real
Yeah,
quick.
Tony.
Polio, since Goldfinger got his money fingers into a studio, will you still build one? I don't know. What do you think of my current studio? I bet we could put a piece of green back here, and the StreamYard's got a deal if I upgrade to where I could have a green screen. So personally, I brought a bunch of posters and stuff that I wanted Goldfinger to hang on the wall for me, but he didn't like them, so he wouldn't do it. So, no one. I was going to customize my own little spot, but Goldfinger's the boss. So, Tony, thank you very, very much. Hey, Paul, enjoy a coffee or dinner on me, and thanks for your laugh. Well, thank you very much, Tony.
You,
that is really
Tony.
sweet of you. We appreciate that. It's been an expensive few months, so that's highly appreciated, brother. Have a great day, night, everyone. Stay safe. Back to work now. Okay, Alan. Let's see. Yes, sir. My sentiments exactly, Goldfinger. Thank you. Paul, I've been following you for years now. You were generally a good dude. I am a retired psychologist and say with certainty that you would be a great addition to any treatment team. Thank you very much. And you know that actually interested me. I wanted to, that would have been in the field that I would have followed had I had the opportunity to go to college. Would have been something in that field. Yeah, I like counseling. I like that. That just is natural for me. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's a really high compliment. Thank you so much. That really touched me. Thank you. Let's see. Let's see. 2,600 per month enough for Makati before insurance? I would say so. Word I'm getting is $2,000 will do it. Anywhere between $2,000 and $3,000. What's the name of that channel? What's the name of that channel? Brian the Lion. He lives there, and he has a YouTube channel, and he lives there. And I think he's got a great channel. I think he does a great job explaining that area. So you might want to check him out. I have no problem promoting other channels. Let's see. I was in the car business for 20 years in New Jersey. Awesome. Let's see. I'm from Vancouver. I'm sorry, I'm getting behind here. Danny DuBois, thank you. Good morning.
Danny.
Good morning, baby May. Not you, Paul. I don't blame you. I understand completely. Every time we meet someone, says, "Nice to meet you, Paul. Can I have a picture with your wife?" Heck yeah, camping in Mount Charleston now and caught alive. Mount Charleston, man, we used to go there with the kids all the time. Mount Charleston was a great getaway. Go up there and be snowing and be a million degrees down in Vegas. But Mount Charleston, what is that, an hour and a half away total? Loved it up there. Have to have Gap now. What Gap insurance does, just so you know, I think it was $400 when I was selling it, and my commission was like $12 or something. But Gap insurance, if you have a car, you finance a car, and the car you're financing $40,000, and the minute you drive that car off the lot or you trade it in a car that was upside down, you have negative equity in that vehicle. Let's call it $10,000. $10,000 negative equity. You're driving around. You get into an accident and you total out your car. You're still on the hook for that 10 grand. They're going to pay off your car, but they're not going to pay off the negative equity. They being the insurance companies. Gap insurance kicks in and absorbs the 10 grand. I couldn't find a better value. You can't buy it cheaper. You can get it cheaper through your credit union or whatnot, but through the dealer, there's a markup. But if you're upside down, he's right. Gap insurance is the best value on the planet. Let's see. I'm decided between Thailand and the Philippines, Jamteen, which I'm not familiar with, or Makati. Um, Thailand is getting a little high maintenance to live, from what I'm understanding. I watched a special the other night about countries that are no longer welcoming foreigners. Thailand was number 5. They've changed the rules. They're making it less comfortable. They're increasing the amount of money that they want you to deposit in the bank. Border runs are a thing of the past. All the stuff that I used to do. Something to think about. You know, it's not just the cost or the vibe or the food, but also you have to really consider, in my humble opinion, the visa situation. And are you going to be welcome? Philippines getting a little tight too. They're starting to interview you after a year. They want to know what the hell you're doing here. Hello, Paul and Mary Jane from Harrisburg, Louisiana. Well, thank you very much. Vegas Life, love your videos. Thank you for doing the live. Vegas Life, thank you very much, bro. I'm glad you're up there in Mount Charleston. You were up in Mount Charleston, right? Did I get the right one? A couple of Vegas guys here. I think so. Anyway, Vegas Life, yeah. In fact, I also subscribe to a channel talking about Vegas and kind of like the decline and how expensive it's got with fees and tolls and parking and $8 for a bottle of water. It's pretty much the decline of Vegas. Just goes to show you can't go home. You know, just in 8 years since I've been gone, I used to go to a buffet for $4.99 just as an average. And now that same thing is $40 plus parking. Hi, Paul and May. Just want to say hi from Rumblin. Hey, you say that, baby.
Rumblin.
Okay.
That is
Well,
the
hi.
province.
Yeah.
Rumblin, yeah.
Little Western New York
Close
in the Philippines. Yeah.
Boracay, Rumblin.
Oh, is that Boracay?
Yeah,
okay.
Close,
See, she knows. That's why I keep her around. Slapdash method in the box. Desking a deal, go for the bump. Are you working this up as hard as you're working me, your manager? No dealer trades. Sell what's on the lot. It went across the curb today. Those are all car jargon. Yeah. Crushing bugs is what I used to say when I sold a car. Where's your customer? Crushing bugs. That meant he was driving it home. Bugs were hitting the windshield. Memories is right.
You skip.
Huh?
Yeah. Up. Up the phone.
I skipped somebody?
Yeah.
Vegas Life?
No.
No? What did I miss?
Okay, down.
Okay. Goldfinger is amazing. We'll just call this the Goldfinger hour. Goldfinger minute. Should be the Goldfinger lifetime. Hi, Paul and May. Just saw your stream. I'm watching from many different videos. It's 10:58. I am watching many different videos. Multitasking. I like it. Renee, hi.
Yeah, Renee.
Slapdash. Memories is right. Some I'd like to forget. I finally resigned this week. Ooh, on my way to Dumagetti. Cool, dude. Vegas Life in Charleston. Do it, Slapdash. $17 for a beer in Yankee Stadium last week. $55 to park. Shut up. That is just wrong, man.
Oh,
How do you do it? How do you do life? If you're not knocking down $250,000 a year, how do you just do life? I don't get it. I remember back in the day, in the 90s, when I was making 6 figures. That was big, big money. Okay, I don't know. Why belabor it? I've been let's see. This thing's jumping around. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Happy belated Mother's Day, for Mother's Day to May from both of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
May got flowers and a cake from Yippee and Tada on Mother's Day.
Oh,
What a surprise.
Ta-da.
I couldn't believe it.
Ta-da.
They just came walking up to the gate and barked, and they had a cake and flowers. Remarkable, isn't it? There's Yippee. Yippee.
Hello. Oh,
I have a long way before retirement. We've been watching your channel for years. I'm so sorry. Yeah. As encouragement, there's light at the end of the hamster wheel. Yeah, man. in the States. Another 20 years to go unless we win Mega Lotto. Wow. I can remember being in that very position, 20 years. I took my first trip to Thailand in 2005. Completely changed my mindset about my life. 100%, 180. I mean, I always thought that I was just going to, you know, pay off my house, pay off my car, maybe buy a camper, travel America, go fishing. My big trip would be go to Canada and go fishing. And look at me now, totally all from one trip, one adventure. Go figure. Yeah, in 20 years I'll evaluate what is it. Amen. 20 years is a little early. You're 43 years old. God bless you. Join Goldfinger's live hour and a half. Always cool content by all means. Nicole, hey there. Hi, Sri Lanka. Appreciate all the info. Thank you very much. 6 figures in 2025, just enough to get by in America. That's what I heard. I heard it takes at least 200 to really have an average, decent lifestyle where you can go to Applebee's once a week. Hey, my friend's son starting salary out of Columbia Law School is $280K. Wow. Wow. Lives in Brooklyn office in Manhattan. I watch you for many years. Love the topics. Feel like I know you for a long time. Thank you, David. I live on 24,000 a year. There's the other end of the spectrum. And what's up, dog? Had to drive a Ford Escort these days. Well, I think we're going to call it a live stream. I actually got to the end of the comments for once, and I appreciate all of you that gifted the memberships for other folks, those of you that supported us in just likes, shares, subscribes, all that. I will put a link into my wife's channel in the description. This thing has to percolate for a while before I can do that. But check out my wife's channel, Today with Baby Mae. And then I will start doing extra member videos. I'll do one today.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's what we'll do today.
Yeah, and have last comment.
Yeah.
You look younger in every time.
You look younger every time I see you, Paul. Baby Mae must be doing a good job. I'll tell you, she sure is. Anyway, good to get you online. I make $35K in New York. Wow, that was fun. Thanks. Have a nice day. Vegas Life says nice. Thank you very much. Did I miss anybody? I don't want to. I think we got them all. Always filled with honesty, common sense, and usually good humor. Will you ever visit Vegas again? How would I hope to? I hope to visit Vegas again, but it's just off the hook expensive, bro. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to end it with that. It was fun. Thanks, and have a great day. I recognize those remarks. Good night and have a wonderful week, everybody.